lot of activity on pit road here at Pocono. Tony Stewart's crew making a 4-tire change for him. No chassis adjustments to the car. It's very good. Marty.
Casey Kane has an extremely tight race car. At one point in this run, he said, quote, "This is ridiculous, guys. Air pressure and wedge adjustments trying to loosen that car up for Casey."
Green flag stops began a lap ago on lap 125. Kurt Busch is coming down pit road. Kevin Harvick is on pit road. Jeff Burton and Jeff Gordon is headed for Dave. Let's check with Alan first, though.
Kurt Busch is coming in. They're going to make a slight air pressure adjustment and a track bar adjustment. You see the wrench in the right rear window hole for Kurt Busch. Jeff Burton pitting in front of him. Dave?
Air pressure adjustment for Jeff Gordon. Tight in turn 1. Can you bear the tunnel turn the way that it's going? Jeff said yes. They'll leave that the way it is, hopefully, and he's off pit road.
And Bobby Labonte's parked 90 degrees to the wall, but they're making a pit stop.
He's in the box.
He's in the box.
It's legal. Dave?
Yep, that's right. As long as those tires are in the box, like you guys said. Now, that right-hand turn to get out, that's going to be a little bit tough. So they're going to have to push this car back. The boys will help him do that. He's clear on pit road. That's the good news. And now Labonte will make that right turn and get gone. That's a tough break for them because, again, they were having a pretty good top 15 run.
They were having a strong run, Dave. Marty.
Well, Brian Vickers has been fighting a loose race car for most of this run. Guys, he's going to come in. They're going to make air pressure adjustments on the stop. You know, he said wasn't really that bad on the end of the run when earlier he had been tight. Alan?
Jimmy Johnson will pit and look for him to get 4 tires on this car. Chad Knaus told him just a minute ago, we've got a solid top 5 car here. That's what we've got to do. You see them going to work. They're going to put the adjustment wrench in on both sides of the car. Looks like a wedge and a track bar adjustment there for Jimmy Johnson. And wow, a lot of brake dust off that car too.
Boy, that is a lot of brake dust.
Cars continue to pit. Dave.
And more brake dust, Bill. That's a 12 of Ryan Newman on pit road. Right behind him, Kenny Schrader pitting as well. Both cars have been tight. Ryan Newman will get that track bar adjustment that he was asking for. Alan.
And here comes the leader, Denny Hamlin, down onto Pocono's very long pit road. Reminders from his crew and his spotter about his pit road speed limit. They're going to make a 4-tire change. How good are things for this car? They're going to change the right front air pressure 0.2 of a pound. I kid you not, 0.2 of a pound on this 11 car for Denny Hamlin.
That's fine tuning. They go around to the left side.
And you wonder how you can do that with a very expensive air gauge.
Exactly right. Marty. No, Marty working on some other pit stories down there. Mark Martin is on pit road.
So Mark Martin back on the racetrack. Kyle Busch, the 5 car, going down pit road after a pit stop.
Dave.
Joe Nemechek on pit road, 4-tire stop being completed. He was one of the few cars complaining of being loose on the track today. They've been adjusting on that.
Cycling through green flag pit stops here at Pocono. 128 laps are complete. And it should cycle back to Denny Hamlin, who has led 86 of the 128 laps today. Only been 5 season sweeps at Pocono. Jimmy Johnson, Bobby Labonte, Tim Richmond, Bill Elliott, and Bobby Allison. Hamlin won here in June, trying to do the double, win the July race as well. Dale Earnhardt Jr., currently off the track, scored in the 42nd position after a crash on the backstretch, and Marty talked to him just a moment ago.
Junior, you seemed awfully calm on the radio, but you seemed kind of upset getting some time to cool down.
Well, I really didn't know who wrecked me, and then I found out it was Dave Blaney. I didn't do nothing to Dave on the racetrack, and I don't think he meant to wreck me. I don't know why he would do that. He's a pretty nice guy, and we got along in the past, but weird deal, you know. Just got run over on the straightaway, and I tried to save it, but I just got too far behind on the wheel there.
43rd last week. You cannot afford to be 42nd this week, which is where you are right now.
You're telling me. I mean, what am I supposed to do? You know, my motor blows up and then I get wrecked. I don't know what else to do. I mean, we didn't have a great car, and we didn't bring a good race car to the racetrack and a good product. And, you know, I'm disappointed in my team in how the car drove, but, you know, we'll just have to keep trying.
Junior's going to head back out on the racetrack here in a moment and gain as many points as he can.
And Marty, he's going to need them. Earnhardt currently 12th in the championship standings. Greg Biffle makes his pit stop under green. Denny Hamlin leads at Pocono. Denny Hamlin continues to lead here at Pocono. 134 laps complete. Here is our Napa field summary. 6 different leaders, 8 lead changes, 5 cautions. And no car is scored out of the race. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has just come back out of the garage, back onto the racetrack.
And so did Kyle Petty.
Right.
So all 43 cars that started are currently on the racetrack.
Kyle was involved in a crash early in the race. He's 67 laps down. Earnhardt Jr. is scored 42nd. He's 47 laps down.
Man, little left front, that BP. It's dragging the racetrack of the 8 car.
See Elliott Sadler moving over to let the 24, 31, 25, 48, all those cars go by. It's a great battle for the, what, 4th, 3rd through the 7th position.
Well, Gordon is 4th. Jeff Burton is 5th. Then Vickers and Jimmy Johnson.
I put Harvick in that race, and he's not in that race. He's way ahead of that race.
Dave's working the 24 pit today.
And Bill, remember we talked about he was restarting in 7th and couldn't get out of 7th?
Yes.
How did he get up to 4th?
He's fast.
Yeah, we had good pit stops during these green flag runs, getting onto pit road, having good service, getting off the pit road. Some guys didn't, some did. Jeff picked up 3 spots in that cycle.
Hey, Dave, Brian Vickers came on the radio, told his guys a moment ago, you know, the balance on the car is a whole lot better than it was earlier. Then we had a second, he came back on the radio. But I don't think balance is going to help us catch that 11 car. I think you need a jet engine today, guys, to catch that 11 car.
That Harvick was one of those leaders that pitted under all that chaotic pit road action on lap 126. A small air pressure change in the front tires. Now his only issue has been tight in the center, trying to work that out so he can work his way back to the front. Currently, he runs in the 3rd position.
Thank you, Matt. Brian Vickers trying to go to work on Jeff Burton. Vickers still looking for his first career victory. And if you weren't with us earlier, the Benny Grapevine said it's coming today. According to his crew, right, big guy?
They thought they really had something today, but
Did they not know Denny Hamlin was in the race?
evidently they
Forgot about that. Jimmy Johnson moving up right behind the 25 car.
Got 3 Hendrick cars there running with the 31 of Jeff Burton. Alan?
Yeah, Bill, you guys were just talking about Jeff Burton a minute ago. I believe, and he was calling in on his radio at the same time, saying in that second corner right there, they call it the tunnel turn here because it goes over the access tunnel to the infield. He said, I'm just about wrecking through there each time. Marty?
And Alan, just a lap ago, Brian Vickers came on the radio, said, you know, I'm faster actually than Jeff Burton and these guys in front of me as his teammate Jimmy Johnson tries to pass him. He said, but I just can't get to him. He said, I get 7, 8 car lengths behind the 31 car, and my car just stops. What we were talking about a couple weeks ago, Wally and BP, you know, this aero stuff. As soon as you get behind the car about 7, 8 car lengths, the car just does not go as well.
Especially now, the track hot, greasy. Trying to look for some grip out there on that racetrack, and it's hard to find.
You're in the straightaways forever.
You are.
3,700 feet front straightaway.
So Johnson around Vickers. And they'll set out after Jeff Burton. We asked Jeff about this tricky track and what is the most frustrating turn here at Pocono for him.
The tunnel's tough, there's no question, but it depends on what your car's doing. If you're loose, turn 3 is a handful. If you're tight, turn 1's tough. So it really depends on what your car's doing, but consistently getting through the tunnel turn, racing other people, to me, is the hardest part of the racetrack.
It's rough back there.
It's fun, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I always like that corner. You just carry so much speed, and you have to hit it right. It's not like turn 1 or turn 3. If you miss it a little bit, you've got a lot of racetrack to recover. Turn 2, you have to hit it just right, or you're in the wall
And
on the exit.
It looks narrower just driving down through there, doesn't it?
It is narrower.
Denny Hamlin. 10 times Pocono races have been won from the pole. The 11 car is trying to make it 11 times today.